Ghislaine Maxwell placed job adverts for recruits to answer phones during school holidays when she allegedly trafficked girls for Jeffrey Epstein, the Daily Mail can reveal today. The adverts were placed in newspapers in Palm Beach, Florida, where Epstein had a mansion. In January 1997, job seekers were given a phone number to call Miss Maxwell. The number matches the one Maxwell gave to police when she was stopped for a driving offense in the U.S. around the same time. She was living at her former boyfriend Epstein's house of sin at 358 El Brillo Way, Palm Beach. Details of the 3 job adverts in the Palm Beach Post and the Palm Beach Daily News emerged on the eve of Maxwell's trial in New York for allegedly sex trafficking children for the pedophile American financier. The 12 jurors and 6 alternates who will decide Maxwell's fate will be officially seated today at a courthouse in Thurgood Marshall U.S. Courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Ghislaine has pleaded not guilty to 6 counts, which include enticement of minors and sex trafficking of children between 1994 and 2004, and faces up to 80 years in prison if convicted. The newly discovered job adverts from nearly 25 years ago do not specify the preferred gender of applicants. One in the Palm Beach Post on January 4, 1997, states, "Person needed for answering phone and light cleaning during school holidays. Call Miss Maxwell, 655-3704. In 2016, an Epstein accuser called Johanna Schoberg claimed in a deposition that Maxwell recruited her to provide massages for the tycoon in 2001 when she was at college in Palm Beach. Ms. Schoberg said she was under the impression she was being hired as a personal assistant, but she soon realized her job was to provide sexual massages to Epstein, who she has said told her he needed to have 3 orgasms a day." Asked about her first alleged encounter with Maxwell, Ms. Schoberg said, she wanted to know if there was, like, a bulletin board or something that she could post, that she was looking for someone to hire. I told her where she could go to, to put up a listing, and then she asked me if I knew anyone that would be interested in working for her. According to Ms. Schoberg's testimony, Maxwell, 59, explained that she lived in Palm Beach and didn't want butlers because they're too stuffy, and so she just liked to hire girls to work at the house, answer phones, get drinks, do the job a butler would do. She claimed that in another encounter Maxwell encouraged her to finish the job while performing a massage on Epstein, according to court documents. Ms. Schoberg claims she was punished when Epstein failed to orgasm as a result of one of her massages, which Maxwell allegedly told her were necessary because she, Maxwell, would not be able to please him as much as he needed, and that is why there were other girls around. Describing being told off by Maxwell, the then photography student said, "She had purchased a camera for me, and I was over there giving Jeffrey a massage. I did not know that she was in possession of the camera until later. She called me after I had left and said, 'I have the camera for you, but you cannot receive it yet because you came here and didn't finish your job and I had to finish it for you.'" When asked if that meant giving him an orgasm, she said, "Yes." She was implying that I did not get Jeffrey off, and so she had to do it. Ms. Schoberg has claimed previously that Prince Andrew groped her breasts with a spitting image puppet of himself at Epstein's home in New York in 2001. The Queen's second son sidestepped questions about the alleged incident during his notorious BBC Newsnight interview 2 years ago, saying he may have visited the pedophile's property but definitely didn't. Definitely no activity. Ms. Schoberg is not an alleged victim in Maxwell's trial. The job adverts apparently placed by Maxwell came a year after she and Epstein allegedly sexually abused a 16-year-old girl called Annie Farmer, one of 4 alleged victims due to testify against the British socialite. Attempts by Miss Farmer's sister Maria to get the FBI and the police to investigate in 1996 failed, leaving Epstein free to pursue his depravity. Last year Miss Farmer, who has waived her right to anonymity, told a court that Maxwell was a sexual predator who had never shown any remorse. Her testimony was a key factor in the judge's decision to deny Maxwell bail and keep her in a New York jail cell before her trial starting in Manhattan today. She will be taken from Brooklyn's Grim Metropolitan Detention Center to a courthouse for the beginning of her 6-week trial. She has spent 17 months there in conditions described by her brother as degrading and amounting to torture. In court papers, she has revealed she has set aside an astonishing £5.2 million to pay her legal bills. Her star defense team includes a former federal prosecutor who helped bring down a drug kingpin and another ex-federal prosecutor whose scalps include a mob killer. They will be up against the formidable U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, with a team of prosecutors who have track records themselves for pulling off high-profile cases. Prosecutors will focus on 4 women who say they were recruited by Maxwell as teenagers to be abused by Epstein. He killed himself in prison in 2019 while awaiting trial on new child sex charges. According to court documents, one of her accusers will detail a repugnant sexual act that Epstein did to her. Maxwell's legal team have objected to evidence about a sex toy. Prosecutors also plan to produce emails allegedly sent by Maxwell to at least 2 influential men, setting them up on dates with women. Court filings claim the messages show Maxwell was using her ability to provide access to women as a form of social currency. Prosecutors have also said they intend to introduce up to 6 pages of Epstein's infamous Black Book of Contacts as compelling evidence of Maxwell's guilt. They will claim the book was Maxwell's and will produce a witness who will testify to that effect. The alleged victims are expected to testify that Maxwell operated a ring of girls and young women who were taken across state lines to provide sex acts and sexualized massages for Epstein, for which they received hundreds of dollars. The defense argues that Maxwell is being tried only because Epstein escaped justice. They have indicated they will attack the accuser's credibility by referencing alleged previous substance abuse. They also intend to challenge their recollection of events by calling psychologist Elizabeth Loftus, an expert on false memories, to the stand. During the trials of Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, she testified that memories become distorted over time, particularly during questioning years later. The prosecution intends to call psychologist Lisa Rocchio to testify about common strategies used to groom children, such as developing trust before normalizing sexual contact. The proceedings against Maxwell come after convictions of Weinstein and the singer R. Kelly, cases that also saw the defense rely, ultimately in vain, on challenges of credibility. Prince Andrew's lawyers are expected to keep a very close eye on proceedings at Maxwell's trial. An now notorious photograph, taken in Maxwell's former London Mews house, shows her looking on as a beaming and grip 17-year-old Virginia Giuffre by her bare waist. The picture is believed to have been taken by Epstein in 2001. Andrew has said he has no recollection of the picture being taken or of meeting Miss Giuffre, now 38. In 2011, Giuffre, née Roberts, sensationally alleged in the Mail on Sunday that she had met Andrew on 3 occasions in a matter of weeks in 2001, in London and New York, when she was 17. Miss Giuffre has since claimed that Andrew raped her and is suing him for unspecified damages. That civil lawsuit is expected to be heard before a jury in late 2022. Prince Andrew has not been criminally charged and has unequivocally denied the allegations. Maxwell has also been charged with 2 counts of perjury. Those counts are due to be tried after her sex crimes trial. The charges relate to testimony she gave in 2016 in a defamation case filed against her by Epstein accuser Miss Giuffre. Last week it was confirmed she will not be a witness in Maxwell's trial. Andrew vehemently denies all her allegations of wrongdoing, including claims he slept with her. To find out more, please follow the links on screen and in the description. Together, let's make sure justice is served.